sabotage. Open up, open up. Cold as ice and Coca-Cola. Open up.
Listen, I was just talking for 5 minutes and the thing wasn't even recording. I'm big mad at this point. Guys, welcome back to Tuesday Tea. I'm looking a little bit different this week. You know, I've got a little cute thing going on with my hair. I've got some eye wigs on. Yes. Can I just shout out Primark? I need to show you the box. These eyelashes were £6. I am not a fake eyelash human being, yeah. But I had to get these because the shape was real cute in the box. You know when they're sleeping in the box, they look really cute. I thought, yeah, I'm gonna try that. And I must say, I'm very impressed. Like, they're very lightweight. They're wonderful, darling. But anyways, Primark, send me as many of those as you like, because I'm not gonna lie, £6 on eyelashes from you lot, it was a push. But I'm very happy with the purchase. I want a few uses out of these at least. At least 6, £1 a use. That's what I would like. Quick maths. But yes, guys, welcome back. Oh, I forgot to say as well, last week, as we spoke about, I've got a new tattoo. So this was the end result. Let me make sure that my breast assist does not expose itself. So as we can see, this is what I'm dealing with. Everyone was like, is that Michael Jackson? I love him as a musician, but no, it's not Michael Jackson. And also some people were saying, is it coronavirus related because she's got a face mask on? I mean, I didn't even think about that, but I've been wanting this tattoo for a very long time, but it just so happens that the year 2020, the year of the COVID, is when I got it. So guess what? This is my COVID tattoo. But yeah, it was cool, man. 2.5 hours. Inkies in Bromley. Trust me. Very good quality tattoos. Very quick. Very wonderful. Very happy. Yes. But yeah, guys, this week's Tuesday Tea. Last night, yeah, I could not sleep, and I was really up in my bed, just having a million thoughts. You know when you just have a million thoughts for no reason, but all the thoughts are linking to other thoughts, and you're thinking, will I ever run out of thoughts? Because next time I think of something new is going to make me think of that, and then it will just continue and continue and continue until I actually exhaust myself. I'll be having to tell Alexa to, she didn't hear me, scat. I've been having to tell her to play some soothing sleep music for 5 minutes every night because I really can't go to sleep, but then I always fall asleep before the 5 minutes is done because I don't remember it going off. So it must work. But anyways, pause. We know what time it is because I just can't. When I drink, it's never loud. But then when I hear it back on the video, it's very loud. Which is why now I've just incorporated the splurp moment. It's a thing. But anyway, this week, guys, I really want to talk about something that is obviously something we know about. It's becoming more and more apparent. And I wanted to give a female perspective. It's becoming more and more known to me that I have quite a lot of male viewers, which I was kind of surprised about. Because, are you rude? Because first of all, I was a bit reluctant to express my sexuality because I felt like only the lesers would be interested in what I have to say. But apparently that's not the case. The straight girls like it too. And I also felt like, well, once my sexuality came out, that it would just appeal to females, what I was talking about. I mean, maybe I was being stereotypical and judgmental, and there's another word that relates to what I think I was being, but I can't remember it. But apparently there's a lot of guys that watch Tuesday Tea, and I'm just thinking that is brilliant because that's exactly what I want. I want to appeal to everyone. If you have ears, yeah, I want to appeal to you, honestly. So yeah, so what I wanted to talk about this week is, as I said, something I feel is very important to come from a woman's mouth and a woman's point of view. But the topic this week, guys, is toxic masculinity. And you know what, last night I was also thinking, yeah, you see this, yeah, technically all day long we should just stand like this, because everything we say someone else has taught us, so it's actually someone else's speech. Every word that we've learned, someone's taught us, someone's told us it. So technically everything we do is a quotation of what someone else has said. This is the type of thoughts I'd be having at night. This is why I can't sleep. But yeah, anyway, I'm not about to do this for the whole video or for the whole of my life, but that was just a concept that I thought was relevant. And if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. But if I'm right, then okay. But yeah, so let's get into it. I don't know how much you understand about the concept of toxic masculinity, yeah, but I just wanted to kind of break it down because I feel like we're playing a very dangerous game here as human beings. And I truly believe that one person can make a difference. And I truly believe that together as a unit, we can achieve excellent things. But it just takes one person to give you a certain outlook or a certain perspective for you to be like, That kind of makes sense. So I kind of thought, you know what? I've already got men that listen to my videos and are engaged about what I'm talking about. So I need to let you know, if I'm someone that you listen to and you respect and you think, right, like she talks sense or she's real or I rate it, I respect it, then, you know what I'm saying? I want to try and tell you a little something real quick. So yeah, and I would also love, yeah, sorry, I've got so many thoughts in my head. Rebecca, stop. I've got so many thoughts. I would also love for love. What is this accent? Rebecca, what is your identity? Can you get it together? I would also love, excuse me, for one day, Tuesday tea to be a teaching tool that, you know, when parents don't want to talk about certain things with their kids or they feel like their knowledge is quite limited on a certain subject, they go, do you know what? Let me just slap on YouTube, listen to Auntie Rebecca, she'll explain it for you. Let me find the traits that alter human excellence. You're acting up, let me find that video. You're questioning your sexuality, let me find Rebecca's coming out video. You just tried to chat up somebody and you're moving mad, let me find the Tuesday tea guys and game video because you're doing too much and you're my child and you need to pattern up. That's what I would love for Tuesday tea one day, to be like a self-help online thing vlog forum platform. Yes, we love it. Anyways, back to the topic. So toxic masculinity, yeah, first of all we need to break it down. In it, we already have a rough idea of what toxic is. Toxic is something that's not good for you, it's negative, you know, it's dangerous. That is how we view the word toxic. Masculinity, now this is where it starts to get a little bit so you have to bear with me. Masculinity, I believe, is a construct, is a social construct, excuse me, because somebody has told us the qualities and the stereotypes and the expectations of a person that we believe should behave masculine or feminine. So yeah, so femininity and masculinity, as I said, are social constructs. So social constructs, you know, I said the word construct so many times. Am I saying the word right? Social constructs, yes. To the point now where it's getting out of hand. So what I wanted to speak about, fellas, is the fact that if somebody is putting pressure on you to be a certain way and to be inclined in a certain fashion, you now need to start seeing them as the problem, not you. Because I see it all too often. Obviously, I'm not in a relationship with a man, but I have been in the past. I know men. I have a father, you know what I'm saying? I work with men. So I see it often, very, very often. This whole concept behind, in order to be a man, you have to be strong and provide, and, you know, like all these things that they're prehistoric now. Like, we're not cavemen and cave women no more, right? The woman don't need to stay at home and look after the children because all she's there for is to be bred, and the man has to go out and work. No, that's not how it works no more. The man is not the breadwinner, most, you know, in most situations. Just in case keep missing each other. Who the fuck is this now? I'm confused, sorry. People are just calling off my phone and it's a lot. I've had about 4 phone calls in the space of trying to do this video, and it's so jarring because then I can't remember what I've said. Like, oh, yeah. Anyway, so I wanted to speak as a woman, yeah. And I can say with confidence the word woman because I do feel that I have earned that title, yeah. For a very long time I was a girl and now I'm a woman, which also brings me on to how we as women need to start treating the men that are in our life, because, you know, we are life givers. We are the most powerful thing on this planet, in my opinion. We bear life. We are creators. So women are the closest things to God in my mind. Like, you know, I wouldn't say I was raised religious, but I wouldn't say I am religious. I'm definitely spiritual. But we are life givers, and the concept of a God is the giver of life. So, you know, we are wonderful, we are holy, like we are on the next level. So we need to start teaching correctly, yeah, because what we do and who we raise, once we're finished with our children, society has to deal with them. So can we start doing it properly, please and thank you? Okay, great, lovely, let's move on. So guys, I want to just make it very known to you, yeah, if you look at me as a woman that you think, rah, like Bex talks sense, like, do you know what I mean? I rate what she says, I rate the way she articulates herself, she's intelligent. If you look at me and you think that, then hear this from my mouth and hear it good and proper. Yeah? If you are a man that shows vulnerability, or you show weakness, or you show a softer side, and this is another thing, weakness, yeah? What is the definition? Bruh. No. Let me just take a moment to think about my life, because the fact I tried to... No. When we think about the definition, wow, you can't script things like that, you know. That's why I like the tea to be as unedited as possible, because it's quality gold. When we think of the definition of weakness, we think somebody who is not strong. When we think about somebody who's not strong, we think about somebody that shows weakness. But we can't define either of those words properly without feeding into something that's a bit toxic and a bit, you know, stereotypical. For me, showing weakness is the true way and true form to show strength. If you don't understand that, you're not ready for what I'm trying to talk about right now. And that's the truth, because what I'm saying makes sense if you're somebody that's on this kind of level in life and you understand the things I'm saying with an open mind and an open heart. If you don't understand, you'll get there one day, trust me. Because even sometimes I listen to the things I say and think, well, a year ago, 6 months ago, I would not have even thought of this or understood this if it was said to me. So it's okay if you don't understand. But still listen to it the same way. When you show that you are vulnerable and you are human, that is a true test of your character and a true reflection of your strength. Any woman in your life that makes you feel like that's not acceptable, or it makes you less of a man to show such things, that's a girl. That's not a woman, yeah? That's a girl. Like, that's young. That's young. And I was one of them people too. You know, my boyfriend, when I was younger, would start crying. I'm thinking, no, he's a pom-pom. Like, why is he crying for? Like, so-and-so up the road don't cry. Like, he's a bad man. Do you know what I mean? But also, so-and-so up the road was knocking around his girlfriend because he didn't know how to deal with his emotions. So, but, you know, when you're young, you look at things differently through different eyes. But we need to start, as women, normalizing these behaviours, because men are human. They're human. Stop. It's dangerous what we're doing. And because of the pressure that we put on being masculine and being feminine, when you don't fit into those categories, you start questioning yourself. That's why we have people sitting there questioning their gender and their identity and having dysphoria issues and complexes, because they don't fit into what society, what the social construct has decided is masculine and feminine. When you don't fit into that, you start to think, rah, I need to make a new category for myself. But really and truly, if we was all allowed to live and exist and be treated equally, which will never happen, but if we was allowed to do that, then there would be a lot of alleviated pressure on certain things that are just man-made. They're human. They're not necessary. Like, sometimes I feel like, and we as people, we just make more problems for ourselves. Like, there's not enough going on. Seriously. We need to occupy our time with better things, man. It's quite pathetic, really, when you think about it. But yeah, I'm not a mother as of yet, but one day I will. I will be a life giver. I have the capacity. But I look after a lot of young people. You know, I'm raising a child, and he's a young boy. So, you know, I would always encourage him to show that he's vulnerable. That's not to be said. Listen, I can be vulnerable, yeah. I will sit here and start bawling and howling and hooting and hollering. But at the same time, if we need to get popping, then we're gonna, like, it's not a problem. If we need to sit and talk and have a serious debate and, you know, go toe to toe and really get into it, we can do that too. Human beings are, you know, we have a duality. Oh my gosh, you know, last night I was thinking, duality, because I'm thinking of duo. Like, does that not mean two? Which means there's different sides. But no, people have infiniality. Are you mad? I'm getting that tattooed on my forehead. Infiniality. That means that we can have unlimited sides to us. There can be so many things that all collate in a melting pot that are encompassed and that create us as beings. It doesn't have to be one way. Men don't have to like blue and wear suits and like football and be strong and what, and women don't have to like pink and be soft and be, you know, the vulnerable ones and the submissives. And no, No, we are playing a dangerous game because we're creating a new generation of weak people. Can we not see the problems that we faced growing up and now decide, you know what, we want to be the change in society that we want to see? It starts with us. It starts with us and doesn't end with us. And that's very important, okay? We need to start teaching the younger generation, you be how you feel to be, yeah? If you're upset, I'm going to tell my son, if you're upset, cry. If you're upset, scream. However being upset makes you feel it. Feel it in the moment and learn how to overcome it. Learn how to self-regulate and how to manage it. Don't hold that in and then when you're 20 or whenever and you got your girlfriend, you want to start thumping her in her face because you don't know how to express yourself. I'm not having that. I'm not raising a weak man. Sorry. I'm not raising a weak man. I'm not carrying no weak man. It's not happening. It's not happening. It's dangerous. We need to start looking at the statistics, yeah? The increase in men's mental health and, you know, their dysphoria and their complexity issues with their image and how they feel. We're all feeding into that. What can't speak can't lie. The numbers don't lie. The numbers don't lie. You know, the suicide rate in young men and men in general is increasing. Why is that? Because they're not taught, because we're all taught, yeah? Everything we know, everything we understand has been taught to us. It's a collation and a collection of information we have obtained throughout life. Remember when I spoke about the baggage? Yeah? Okay, this is my bag. Thank you. This is my trauma. This is my, this is my trauma. Yep, my trauma. This is my happy memories. I'm putting it all in my bag and I'm carrying it around, yeah? We need to start teaching our men that it is okay not to be okay. It's okay to cry. It doesn't make you less of a man, you know? Little comments that you say to your son, like, don't cry like a little girl. Dangerous. Dangerous, 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 yeah? Stop it. It needs to stop. It needs to stop for real. For true, for true, for real, for facts, for life. It does. Because it don't even make sense, you know, and so much pressure is put on us to be a certain way from when we're born, yeah? You know, and it goes into what I said before about stereotypes in the coming out story, yeah? So much pressure is put on us. As soon as you're born, the nurse wants to wrap you in a pink blanket or a blue blanket, like, well, it was like that in 95 when I was born, but I don't know if it's like that now. Or, you know, when you go into reception, girls put your coats on the pink hooks and boys put your coats on the blue hooks. Why? Why can't all the hooks be the same colour? Or why can't they be a gender neutral colour? Or, you know, a colour that's not associated to what's in my underwear? Or why can't I just pick a hook? One day I might be feeling pink and one day I might be feeling blue. You know what I'm saying? We need to just start treating people with a more like collective like way. Like I've said collective bare times in this video, but I mean like a more like blanket policy. We need to start encouraging people to speak about the things that are troubling them. We need to start opening up our platforms, if we are people that have them, to speak about things that people really need to hear. Because this is true. Do you know what I mean? And when you don't be the change, I feel like you lose your right to complain. So now, in the future, if my son wants to go on big and bad, yeah, and start moving like he's going to run me, I'm going to have to let him know. Revert back to Tuesday tea, yeah, 20 years ago, because now you think you're a big man and you can try to tell me as your mother what's good and what's not. Look at that video and know that's how I raised you. So I will tell you about yourself when you're not acting how I raised you. When you're someone who doesn't vote and you complain about politics, shut your mouth. Yes. Sorry, I'm going to say that with chest. Shut up. You had your chance to talk and you didn't take it. You had your chance to bring your little 2p and put it in the bank, but instead you decided to throw it in the bin. So now no one cares what you think. You can't complain about politics if you had a vote and didn't use it. That's how I feel. You can't complain about things in society if you're not actively trying to change it. I can't complain, you know, like I said in the last video about people not promoting Tuesday tea, but I'm not actively showing that I'm someone that practices what I preach. Like, we need to start being the change that we want to see. We need to start being a change we want to see. You can't complain that your man don't want to speak to you about certain things when every time he tries to show you vulnerability or speak to you on a level or speak to you how you say in one breath you want to be spoken to, and then you want to start calling him a bitch, and you know he's not man enough for you and he don't even provide. You're putting pressure on the man. Why does he need to provide? Are you not a person with functioning limbs? Go and provide for yourself. The same woman, take away that word, you don't even deserve it. The same girl that'll be cussing you because you don't have a Lamborghini is the girl that's Oyster card is always in minus, doing up when you get on the bus because you're broke, and you're studying too hard what someone else should be doing. But look at your life. Don't get me mad. Don't get me mad. Don't get me mad. Don't. I feel like my anger is like even more powerful because my eyelashes are like, you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? I don't know. Boys, I want to encourage you. Be how you want to be, okay? Real women, real women that are grown will understand that you're just as weak as we are sometimes. You're just as strong as we are sometimes. In that sense, there doesn't need to be a difference. What is in our underwear is the only thing that separates us. Our spirits can be so similar to someone of a different gender, you know, and I say gender because, like I said, I believe that gender is a social construct. Biological sex and gender identity and orientation and sexual orientation, they're all different. They do not sit, you know, inside each other. They sit side by side each other. We can speak about that in another video if you're interested about that. I used to teach gender identity and sexual orientation in schools, so I got bars for days, okay? So if you would like me to open up my mouth on that subject, we can do that too. It's not a problem. If you want to be a certain way, be it with chest. And if somebody can't take you for that, then in the bin they go. In the bin they go. They're not for you at this point. Like, that's really how I be feeling. But yeah, I hope, again, as I always say, this video made sense. I hope that it finds you well. I hope that you're all well. Boys, show your boys this video, show your sons this video, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's start normalizing things that society's told us is not normal, because it is normal. And sorry, if my son has to sit next to your sons in school and your son tries to style on mine, my son's gonna do a mad thing to your son. So just know that, innit? Yeah, they will. I'm speaking about the kids that don't even exist yet, because the children are the future, as MJ would say. So, you know, teach them well and let them lead the way. Bars upon bars upon bars. Yes. So that's that, guys. Thank you again for tuning in. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you enjoyed my teeth because they was moving very rapidly. I hope that you enjoyed my tattoo. I hope that you enjoyed my eye wigs. I just hope that you enjoy life, because life is there for enjoyment. Otherwise, why is it there? Huh? Why? Anyways, guys, until next week, we go again. And that's pretty much all I got to say on the matter. I'm extremely dehydrated at this point. But yeah, guys, live your life with light and blessings, and I shall see you all next week. Bye.